Bossman would have sorted this out the right
Hello,
way.
Roger.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Parliament.
Shut up!
Roger.
I've got a splitting headache.
Contractor, NLP.
Roger. Bossman would not do
Yes.
this. If someone pinged Bossman to deal with the issue, they'd just ban the person who pinged him and go away again.
Yeah, that's how you solve
Bossman would-
issues. You silence the masses to solve these issues.
What, you silence the people who are
Isn't that what?
Brilliant.
Isn't that what the
Tell me
Soviet
to take
Union
you
did
on her
too?
phone.
Well, the Soviet Union lasted for 70 years, so I'd say it's pretty successful. Okay. 70 years of oppression. Should have been more.
Why's the PM hopped on the third bench?
Gentlemen, the Soviet Union gone too soon. Who's
I
with me?
agree.
I think it was.
No.
I'm with Roger.
I think it was gotten too late.
Oh
no,
god.
No. That is a completely different thing.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't. It really
representative
wasn't.
regime's completely different. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people in their religion.
Can Shambooling be brought down, please? Thank you, clerk.
Hitler.
Jinping, stop building, you bum.
Wiggle
You're not Brighton and Hove Council, bro. Stop expanding.
Listen, can we not insult the Brighton Hove planning team, please?
No, shut up now.
Roger Badger, how was your day been today?
It's been terrible. I'm devastated because Charlie Kirk's dead. A man has been killed for expressing his freedom of speech, and it's terrible.
The great man.
I didn't even agree with half the stuff he said. It's just really bad. The thing is now he's dead. Like a billion, loads of other people are now involved in politics. It's fine.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Nick Fuentes to replace him.
Oh no!
Can we not talk about replacing him yet? I think
sit down quick.
We need to.
Hey, no!
I'm
Family
adding
Charlie
seats.
Kirk after his death.
Okay.
Contractor, how was your first week of year 7? Did you enjoy yourself?
I didn't even go to school. I'm homeschooled.
Hey, contractor, why is your Discord bio? I am not a pacifist, and I would back a lawful, coherent, and compelling case for the use of military force. What is the story behind that?
Oh yeah, I was trying this case down with fine one day, and I forgot to remove it all.
How did you do in your sats?
Those were a few years ago, like 3 or 4. I forgot.
Hey, good
6 or 7.
Oh, Sheila. Hey.
Oh my god, is that 4K DVN?
Shh, low rank. Albert.
Welcome
What do you need to?
Yeah, what?
TVN.
Albert, are you returning after questions?
I don't like this.
Yes.
person's
No.
ending
Understood,
argument.
Mac. What? No.
I'll see, and then I'll come back.
Okay.
Bloody high rank.
Hey, Hayden.
I'm-
Yo.
Can you ask me a question? Can you ask this way? How many babies does a Nazi woman have to get the silver Mother's Cross? Just ask me that, okay?
I don't want to ask you that question.
What the fuck, Henry?
The
I don't
answer
want-
is 6 to 7
Roger
babies.
Badger.
I
6,
didn't
7.
want to ask that, no.
Fucking
6, 7. 6,
what?
I didn't want
Henry
the
Wiggle,
answer to that
Henry
question.
Wiggle, Henry Wiggle.
Contractor.
When is the coalition going to collapse this time?
Why were you acting
Oh,
like a
fuck off,
retard in
contractor.
China?
Why have you been here? The NLP's dead. There's one issue
The
I agree
NLP 's
with
dead,
Roger
we have
Badger
4
on,
out of
and
5
that's the issue of the
MPs.
The
NLP.
NLP
is full of stinking
Guys,
hippies.
I've just spotted
Bunch of
Hitler in the
hippies.
chamber. Oh my god.
Venus!
It's true.
Yeah, well, tell Albert that when he lost to me in 2022. That isn't that funny, Albert. Isn't that
That
fun?
was
when you
fucking
lost to me?
hell.
You live in
Hilarious.
the past when you're retarded in the present. I'm not hearing it from
You
you.
remember when you lost to me when I was 12 years old, Albert? That was really funny.
You live.
Trust
in
me,
the past.
guys. We're gonna
You
win.
live
We're
in-
gonna win. And
You
then
live
you
in the
didn't.
past when you're retarded in the
Gosh,
present.
you must have had a
And-
pretty sad childhood if it was all about Lego politics. I feel
That
bad.
was-
for you.
Yeah,
mate.
real Roger
Henry,
Badger.
mate. Henry, mate. I
What?
thought you were on leave.
So basically, I want to be in Parliament tonight. I want to listen to Albert P.
Your
Grantham
family-
talk about Lords. And I also need to flame contractors fuck ass for being a retard in China.
Just for Secretary of State,
He's
agrees-
with the armor!
just for Secretary of State agrees, doing a good
cousin.
job this week and I'm doing an even greater job next week.
No.
No, I don't. I'm doing a terrible job.
I wish to become.
Resign.
Testicles.
Yeah.
I would love to be a minister for equality, please. Thank you.
Shut up.
Says the Speaker.
Who let this guy preside?
Says one of the most racist men I know.
I am not racist. I'm just highly opinionated.
Exactly. You can't cancel someone for their
Bro,
opinion.
what Charlie
Exactly.
Kirk said before his death, bro.
Simon says
Oh,
can't hear
mate.
anyone.
Brilliant.
Bro.
Do you see how stupid that Rogue guy was? Not Rogue, Jude was being last night in general chat. Honestly,
That
what
guy
fuck-
needs to,
well,
that guy needs to
had
have his
the name
balls
in his
removed.
name, so you know
Watch
we
your
knew.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is this guy stood up at the box bar?
They're right, they're
Yeah.
right there, mate. They're right there.
I mean,
They're right
You
there.
have a higher activity ratio than STP.
They're
and
right
Wajib
there.
Badger.
They're
I
right
think-
there. They're right there.
Wajib Badger, I have a
They're
question.
right there. No, you don't. It's not difficult to find us. They're right behind me.
Fun fact for you
Well,
all: the STP
maybe
attendance
we'll
right now
respect
is
that
the
when
same as all of the political peers put together.
Can I just well, Little Dragon needs to
This
learn
is
to
being
be
live
God,
streamed.
we're gonna
Oh, last
cut
time's the
Jack
live
to
stream
this
got
thing.
banned.
Dragon. What else is he?
Oh, I
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
I cannot
mate.
comment.
I cannot.
He's
comment
a
on
certain
that.
gentleman as well.
Oh, the
Did you
Wajib
do you
Badger, I have a
see
question.
the Henry, stop changing your clothes.
Henry Wiggle, the jeans and shirt in Parliament is absurd.
Who?
not
Literally who?
absurd.
Literally who? Shut up, you self
Contractor. Who?
Goff.
Who? Asked. Ha 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 ha.
Bro.
Come on,
That
mate.
was not tough, bro.
That
gonna
was
go
like,
Our
please
prime
stop
minister is such a roaster, bro. Oh my god.
Does anyone want to help with my chemistry homework?
No, Henry.
I wasn't
Yeah,
very good
sick.
at chemistry.
Yeah.
I'll help you with
Six-
your chemistry.
six
homework.
Money?
What's the question?
No, literally,
Oh, that is
literally
good.
when,
You got a phone.
literally when.
Jackie, that's good.
True,
I like
True
true
it.
or
Watch-
false?
we have a higher
Literally
ratio
when.
in
Watch
NLP.
out, watch
Literally
out,
when.
watch out.
Guys, shut up, I want to hear the
Literally
question. I wanna hear the
Literally
question.
when.
True or false? When arranged in order of atomic number, all the elements fit into appropriate groups. Is that true? or
I have
false?
no idea,
False.
mate. No idea,
False.
mate.
Maybe.
False.
Is this
I
is
got
this
All of
actually-
the above.
False.
I got a 4 in chemistry.
For
Yes.
fuck's sake, you were lying to me.
Someone
Right,
said it's being live streamed, but I haven't seen a single thing in like the BBC or any news thing.
Bro, I don't
Well, the
want to
BBC
slide
are
it.
hell about it.
it's
As
being- it's
per
on live
usual.
No. Shut up, Jackie. Shut up. No one respects your opinion. Shut up.
Badger, I've got a question.
I thought Theo was going to do it because
No.
he's biased.
Why is the SDP going to get less activity than your NLP?
It's got huge
NLP.
activity. You're just blind.
There's no stall here.
2 MPs
Order.
versus
Sigmas.
No,
Order.
contractor, you just
Order.
retarded. Okay, there's about
Order,
20 people
bums.
here.
Whoa!
What's that?
What
What's that
the
like
fuck?
squeaky noise I'm hearing in the background? I can't really put my finger on it.
Order.
Charles, you might be letting out gas. You need to check for
It's the
Order.
chair. Restore order
Yeah,
to this
probably.
chamber.
Order. Sit down, guys. Toxic, sit down. Thank you. Whoever that guy's over there, sit down, please. Before we begin, get out. Stand
Can you
order
shut up,
25, bro,
Foss,
get
you
out.
fat prick? Sorry, I thought I was muted. No, I apologise. I thought I was muted.
Okay, then.
You.
Before we go on with the questions, a big patriot, Charlie Kirk, has passed away. We will be holding a minute of silence for him. If you speak,
Anyone
you
who
will
breaks
be
it, I'll
taken
break
out.
your balls.
What he said.
Charlie Kirk left back.
Okay, Mega Machines, start the timer.
This is so sneaky. Hang on.
This is not needed. This is not me.
No, I'm not being a
Contractor,
dickhead.
shut the fuck up, man.
What are we gonna do in the Lego game? My honest question.
Let it be known that I will not be partaking.
Goddamn
Oh,
communist.
for God's sake.
I don't really want a minute silent for someone who is openly racist all of his life.
Shut up.
Whoa, can we calm down a little bit in Parliament?
Okay, guys, thank you.
Your meat, mate.
Yo, Jackie, bro, it's
Whoever
okay,
said
man.
it was for 9/11, it wasn't for 9/11.
Thing.
Okay, for Dragon, sit down, you bum.
Congratulations.
Ah. Like that part.
Okay.
Excuse me, Catherine, can you get out my chair, please?
Because
mate?
Faust thinks the Jews did 9/11, and then
Yeah.
To myself.
Question
don't
number
think you
one,
can.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay, fine.
Question
Fine, I'll
number
ask a
one.
question.
Question
Fine,
number
I'll
one.
ask a question.
I have a
Roger,
question.
Badger.
I'm just kidding. Get him to do question number one. Let him do question number one.
Question number what?
Look, that guy, the guy in the pink suit.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Speaker. This morning I meet some ministerial colleagues and others in addition to my duties in House of
Yeah.
Reps later today.
Brilliant.
I have a question.
Henry Wiggle.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May I say, yesterday was a very sad day for a lot of people. What was it? Charlie Kirk died. I lost a football match. Poland almost went to war. But you know what was even sadder? The fact that it was a Wednesday and it was raining. Anyway, Mr. Speaker. Like who? I'm sorry, Toxic. I'm not hearing it from you, mate. You look like you're infected, mate.
I'm sorry for you.
Oh yeah. You want to go?
Come here, mate.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Order.
Will the Secretary of State inform the House on what Lip has done this weekend and week?
Thank you. Oh, you haven't called me.
Oh, yeah. Albert Penis.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Temporary Speaker. Yeah, Mr. Speaker, the main thing we've done this weekend is have fun, and that is the core of Lego government. And Mr. Speaker, the other thing we've done is have lengthy discussions of how we're going to, put the people's will in action. Because as we've seen, guys, the poll, I think it was 57% in favour of saying that the Lords is not fit for purpose. Something I agree with. That 57%, very educated, very smart area of the population. The other 43, require some work. Mr. Speaker, we are cooking when it comes to Lords reform. We have a lot of ideas. Obviously, some of these things we accept we won't be able to get past this term due to the Salisbury Convention and stuff along those lines, and also the fact that they all bum jerk each other and we won't be able to get half the shit passed anyway. I withdraw that. I withdraw the two words I used. But Mr. Speaker, the things we are proposing are, I think, very reasonable things. One of them is just IRL precedent anyway. It's been used anyway. And the other one is removing the possibility of a bill being delayed 11 months and reducing that down to a Lego appropriate time of 3 weeks. Something that I've already seen certain Lords, the BBC Director General being just one, voting no on, which I find odd, really, because it's a reasonable reform, and if you can't even get that through the chicken hen house, then I don't know what you're gonna get through. It's like they're so afraid of processed chicken nuggets when there's no chicken in them. It makes no sense to me.
Oh, Blair.
Right. Thank you, Chair. My question is, will we make the Lords fairer? And if so, how will this reform impact the electorate in terms of representation in the Lords?
Secretary of State.
I thank my honourable friend, and that is a very good question. Really, it is a very good question, because one of the main focuses we're looking on is representation. I released a statement a few days ago where I said 77% of the House of Lords is crossbench peers, unelected crossbench peers. Some of these people are in impartial positions that make themselves political. The Director General of the BBC I've just named, the Deputy Private Secretary to the Sovereign, who should be impartial.
Lord Chamberlain.
Lord Chamberlain, thank you. So these positions are very impartial roles, should be anyway, but these people also have a lot of political influence that should not be a thing. We can counterbalance this by not making the political bench huge, but by adding numbers in the political bench to then give a variety of opinions from every party. Obviously, some party like the NLP, who have no Lords, the Unity, who have no Lords, NDP, the third largest party in Parliament, and a party in government, no Lords sitting. Now, I understand some of the frustration from, I believe, one of the people in the LSD who said to me that not loads of people are presented. But at the same time, people who are, and in my experience, a lot of times people who are presented get denied for stupid reasons, either personal dislike or just because they don't have enough Lego stuff on their CV. I think wanting to sit in that chamber in the first place is enough to qualify you to sit in the House of Lords, personally, because no one actually wants to sit there because nothing actually happens there. So I think that in itself is a broken thing that we need to fix. We are going to try and fix it. Obviously, you can only get so far if the Lords keep voting down everything. But I think the people in polling have made it very clear that the government want to take action on this. Obviously, this issue, because of certain people on the crossbench, has become more blown up than it really is. But I think the reforms we're bringing forward are very reasonable.
Anyone else? Wadger Badger.
Mr. Speaker, I'll start by saying it's interesting to hear the Secretary of State mention polls when we've already addressed the fact outside this chamber that polls can be very, very inaccurate and unpredictable. Case in point, around a few days before the election, I had 22% approval in the polls, and we came first, which is very interesting. And also, I'm around the Secretary of State. He does have a binding. What's the it's like a vocal. What was it called? A contract, but not written down. Where
A water crash.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Let me just think for a minute. It's where you speak the contract. What's it on about?
A verbal contract.
Thank you. We had a verbal contract where he was meant to refer to me as the goat for the rest of our
I didn't
time.
say refer.
He said, Mr. Chair, that I was the goat if I won that election by coming first overall, and that's what we did. So that was very cool. So I reminded him of that. Anyway, outside of that, so it's a very interesting position that we've got here in government right now, that we now have a Secretary of State in charge of Lords Reform. Now, Lords Reform, obviously, we're very pro it. We're fine with cutting down the amount of time they have to delay bills or anything. But this government is treating it like it's a first-class issue when it's not. We've got bigger things at stake. We've got activity, the Commonwealth, the Met, MI6, as they've apparently secretly disbanded it, according to some sources, which funny, I'm surprised it hasn't been in the news yet. Mr. Chair, there's much more pressing concerns than this, and they've officially put it as their number one emergency concern when bills haven't even been delayed for, well, ever. I cannot recall a time where the Lords have used their power to delay bills. Now, whilst I'm fine with cutting down on it, it shouldn't be the government's number one priority. So why has this government put it as its number one priority above all other very pressing issues?
Point
of order, Mr. Speaker.
Hold. Toxic spiders. Change it now. Before we go to the Secretary of State, point of order, pro player.
Right, thank you, Mr. Chair. I wanted to say about the MP opposite is misleading the House. The Roblox Saboteur is not respecting the standing orders, and it shows an immature feature on the chamber. I ask for measures to be taken on the member opposite.
Toxic, you bum. Change it, please.
Pour me a bomb again.
Mega, what's the number again?
23.
23. I'm going.
I thought it was 25. Understand. Oh, for fuck's sake. Understanding order 25. I ordered MP Toxic Spiders
Well, he's
to
already
draw
gone,
for the rest of the
so
session. He is just fucking died, but.
So you've killed a man.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think I addressed in my previous point that this is not a number one issue for the government, and he mentioned all these other things that we need to fix, mainly because the SDP were around for ages and they did nothing. I mean, Met is broken mainly because of SDP inaction and incompetence. But anyway, that's not my area. What is my area, however, is Lords Reform, and he is correct in saying that these basic things such as 3 weeks, even if they're not delaying bills for 11 months, and I'm not saying they have been, but just making sure that can never happen is, I think, a basic reform for anything. Robloxifying laws is what this parliament is meant to do, and that is what we're trying to do. He will be very thrilled to know, because I know his position on this, that even this bill is getting crossbenchers to vote no on it. When we compromised with them, we said, if you pass this, you can still delay bills that have Lords Reform in them. We can take more time with them, and they have still voted not content. This is why it is an issue for this government, because when you feed a rat cheese, Mr. Speaker, the rat will never want to stop eating cheese. As soon as you start taking cheese away from the rat, it's going to keep clawing and wanting more cheese. And what we're trying to do is limit the cheese, Mr. Speaker. Limit the cheese. Mr. Speaker, the leader of the opposition is the cheese man. He is the cheese. He is dangling the cheese. He has made the rat fat. He has fattened the rat. We are trying to put it on a diet.
Yeah.
Me personally, I like cheese, but why'd you badger?
Me too. I love cheese.
Well, I ate a small slice of cheese with some ibuprofen about 10 minutes ago, and I'll say it's lovely. Okay.
Sorry, what?
What?
Ibuprofen and cheese.
Ibuprofen. You have to eat something with ibuprofen, or it damages the inside of your stomach.
Water.
Anyway, well, water's not food, mate. Water's not food.
You can have some crazy dream tonight, mate.
Anyway, Mr. Chair. Well, I've never heard such a bunch of vigorous amount of baloney spit across in my life, followed by the cheers of people who don't even trust each other in that government. The Justice Secretary's already, the second Justice Secretary's already gone because he's admitted that they're so uncompromising over Lords reform. And we've already had, to say that it's not the number one issue, the leader of the House has said himself, the leader of the House of Lords, has said that it was the government's number one issue on Lords reform. So clearly, there's some, either the government communications have completely broke down, or weren't even there in the first place, probably, or they have it, there's nothing outside of breaking down the communications, or maybe they just never communicated at all, okay? And in terms of saying that there's problems left by the SDP, I'll say there were problems that began days before we left government. We actually kept on top of issues like the Metropolitan Police, like the Commonwealth, and many others. It was right before we left that we had the issue of there being no Secretary General, which I don't know if he remembers, Mr. Chair, but we nominated someone for Secretary General, and the Commonwealth staff refused to assist us in the process of finding a legal method, and then we were removed from office before we could find that legal method, and then decided to go around the illegal route. And then in terms of the Metropolitan Police, that was something that occurred days before we left office. And that's the Prime Minister said the other day. It's a build-up, Paul. It's a build-up. I'm responding to what he said in response to my response. Well, my first question.
Spit out a question then.
Just a minute, Paul. I don't spit everywhere. I'm a very polite person. Anyway, Mr. Chair, I mean, they're trying to move on. I mean, I'm trying to get the accountability across here. But, Mr. Chair, quite essentially this isn't us sucking up to the Lords. It's us being concerned and doing our job as the opposition to hold the government to account on issues. So, why did the Justice Secretary come out? Who, let me remind him, the Justice Secretary was very much glazed by his colleagues. He was glazed by the NDP. He was glazed by the Attorney General as being, quote, a great guy and Justice Secretary, saying that they were glad that he was part of the government. So why does the Secretary of State think he quit, condemning his own plans and his uncompromising position over Lords reform?
Hold on. Before the Secretary of State, I think Understanding Order 29, I put let me check my watch.
No, he's allowed to counteract my points. That's the whole point of
Yeah, I know, but it's getting to a point now.
Well, no, it wasn't even that long. It took about a minute.
Yeah, that's a minute. I could have had like a tug or something. But anyways,
right,
you get 45
Parliament.
point.
Well, Why are you now limited? Just let it happen.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, let it happen. Secretary of State.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On his point about the leader of the House of Lords, obviously the Lords are going to be his top priority because he's a good leader of the House of Lords. And his question, I think, was on the Justice Secretary because there was so much in there. The Justice Secretary resigned due to multiple factors. One of them, yes, he was not happy with the stance I took on Lords reform. Fair enough. But, Mr. Speaker, everyone else in the government is very happy with the stance we're taking on Lords reform. And on the same topic of the Justice Secretary, we had a great conversation where after he resigned, where we spoke, frankly, about Lords reform and his position on it. And he did say that he believes that more compromise is needed. Fair enough. However, Mr. Speaker, when you have a bill in the House of Lords right now that puts compromise at the forefront of the bill, getting what we want, which is reducing it down to 3 weeks, the delay time, down to 3 weeks, and getting what they want, which is they don't have to do that for Lords reform. And it still gets no's. It still gets people going not content on the crossbench, can you see why this government is taking this kind of action? Because you cannot negotiate with people who are going to say no to everything. They say no to everything. And it's about time a government actually stand up and say, you know what? We actually want this to pass. We want this to pass and we want we wanted to say that we managed to get a law that should have been Robloxified a long time ago, and this issue has been ignored for a long, long time because everyone just sticks their head in the sand and says, no, it's fine, don't worry about it. We are getting to a point in this country where 23 individuals, some of them should be impartial, completely political out of the political picture. Some of them are just failed politicians in the first place. We're getting to the point where they are now dictating policy and voting no on bills that just make sense. Just makes sense. If this was a more radical bill, like certain bills never face Lord scrutiny, I could understand why they'd vote not content on that. I cannot understand why we are still getting no's on a 3-week delay bill. Something the SDP even agree could be a thing.
Oof, that Augustus bloke, I want to hear what he has to say.
The typer now got a lot.
Yeah.
Somebody do a voiceover for him.
Aiden,
do that. What? Why me?
because you do voiceovers all the time.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Right, pick an
I'm
accent.
thinking
Pick an
later.
accent. Make it fun.
Are you Irish? Make it fun. Make it fun. Get an accent. Make it fun.
Make it fucking fun. That's fine. I've drawn.
Oh.
I would say there's a member's opposite. Always make a flawed argument and always point to that one poll. Whoops.
What, the one poll that's individually catered? The one poll that's individually catered to this issue. Yeah.
Is the Secretary of State going to reform?
You can't just say the trusting a poll is overall public opinion when it comes to the subject.
While he's typing, I'd like to announce I got Mega Knight from a 3-star lucky drop.
Oh.
Don't know what that is. Oh, well, no one asked. No one asked. Consider there's a single
It's
poll
one
and it has a
divided
small
by
sample size.
Is this what?
I mean, I don't think about like 70 people is that small
Black
of a sample
people
size
are
in
being
terms of
killed
Lego.
right now, and we're here on Lego Parliament. Hence, I don't think it'd be fair to rely on a single poll to gauge public opinion.
There a question here. Who's coughing like an old man?
Despite this, black people are dying, and we're in Lego Parliament. What are we gonna do about this?
Charlie Kirk is dying right now. We're in Lego Parliament. Oh my god, guys.
Yeah.
I
No,
yeah, I don't think
he's still in
dying.
hospital. He's still in hospital. He's not dead.
He's still in hospital. He's critical condition though.
Yeah.
I don't think he is, you know.
At least it means he's dead.
You
I
can't
get a
spread
small
misinformation.
feeling.
Hayden,
Watch
don't
it.
spread misinformation. I have to large vice president to check the powers of the government.
In another universe, mate. Maybe a better one.
Is there a question here, or is this just waffle?
Just give it a minute, ya time hating charlatan.
Oh.
Are you gonna
I
read
don't
it?
want to
Or
turn the
is
House
it...
of Lords into another partisan area, so I'd like to ask the Secretariat.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like to, feel free. That's why he's
You're
here.
welcome. I'm open for a question.
Yeah, you wouldn't
That's
think,
why I
would
put-
you?
That's why I put questions for him on the order paper.
Considering the controversial nature of this topic, we are asked if will you be open by... Oh my god. Doing a referendum about this. The potato famine was terrible.
Secretary of State.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This poll, we're basing it off this poll because it's the only poll on the issue, so it's not like we have a lot of polls to go off. But I think if you talk to the vast majority of normal people in BUK and ask them about the Lords, oh god, if you talk to the vast majority of BUK and talk to them about the Lords, they will agree with me and the government stance that some of the powers and some of the things need to be balanced out. He talked about being fair and what He talks about being fair and what is fair. I don't think it's fair that we have 23 individuals that cannot be scrutinized, that some of them, as I've said before, repeated multiple times, are in impartial roles dictating government policy. I don't think that's fair at all, Mr. Speaker. I don't think that's fair whatsoever. I don't think it's fair that the majority coalition government is being basically illegitimized by certain members by saying the SDP won the election, therefore they are the government, their policies should rule and all that. I don't think that's fair at all, because we live in a parliamentary democracy, and whoever has the majority is the government. What I would say on his issue on the referendum. Now, this has been discussed. I agree with Lord Chamberlain when we were talking about referendum. We were saying how the issue would probably be diverted into a who do you like more contest. And I would say that would probably benefit this government. However, that is not the issue of a referendum, and it would not be good-spirited democracy to have a referendum where it's basically who do you like more? Do you think these people are not nice people, or do you think these people are not nice people? It would be a very divisive issue. I think sorting it in general election campaigns and sorting it in parliament and sorting it through negotiation through the people that actually know the issue and are more educated on the issue than the average UK person that would just say, oh, I like this man more or this. I think that makes more sense. Obviously, if it got to a boiling point and we needed a referendum to settle the issue, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But I think as long as the option for parliament and general election campaigns are there, I think we should use that.
Wadger badger.
Mr. Chair, never have I seen a bigger manipulation of the facts in my lifetime. Now, I've seen a lot of manipulation of the facts. I've seen facts get manipulated and people manipulate the facts, but never have I seen a bigger fact manipulation by the person who wants to manipulate the facts. The truth is this, Mr. Chair. The Secretary of State wants to do Lords reform because he got rejected by the LAC. Other than this, we put forward our first candidate for first nomination for a peer in months because we finally found a good candidate. He was accepted by the political majority in the LAC. That isn't domination by the independent crossbenchers. That's a majority from the political aspects, the people that have representation in the House of Commons. Because right now, it's one of the few times where every UK political party had its representation here, and a good chunk of them have got it on the LAC. And they have the majority. So this isn't an issue of, oh, people are denying the ones they like, because the political commissioners have the majority. And let me make that clear. The crossbenchers don't have the ability to actually manipulate those votes to a massive degree if they wanted to. So the LAC isn't even corrupted as he's trying to infer. Next, Mr. Chair. He's trying to say that the Lords are rejecting reform. He's trying to frame it like they're strangling government policy. There's only one bill, and that's referring them directly, that they've strangled. Is it appropriate? Is it fully okay for them to just completely flat out reject it? I don't know if they have right now, but if they are, that's not great. But, have they actually strangled major government policy before? Did they strangle the communications bill, any armed forces? Like, there's so many bills that passed that were in parties' manifestos, even when they didn't get majority, because Lords were fine with it. There was only there's a few bills where they amended it. And I mean, the rule is this. If the Lords pass it, it's a good bill. The one time they didn't provide scrutiny on a bill was the fixed-term Parliaments bill, and we all know how that went down. That was the one time that they said, you know what, we'll leave it till next term. So I think we know that also their scrutiny on many government pieces of legislation comes in handy, even if they're in manifestos. Then, when it comes, just give it a minute. God, if you don't want to hear that, if you don't want to listen to me respond to what he said, then just get out. Completely useless. I'm here to scrutinise him. Anyway, Mr. Chair, when it comes to the reforms themselves, I say this government has strangled itself. It's given itself the equivalent of testicular torsion. Because I've seen the reforms they wanted to put through first. They wanted to hand full power back to the Prime Minister in return for Lords' appointments. They wanted to basically strip the Lords of much of their power. And honestly, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot on this one, because it was just such an outrageous demand. They're trying to call this a compromise when it should have been the most done anyway. It wasn't even a compromise. Now, Mr. Chair, I will also say, because it's something I forgot to address earlier, in regard to the idea that Lords aren't being held to account by the court of public opinion and the fact that there's a majority of crossbenchers, I'd say it's good there's a majority of crossbenchers, because a lot of political peers we find in the Lords turn out to be massive idiots anyway. Do you remember the NLP leader of the opposition in there? Their one peer was an absolute moron. They never even turned up half the time. They didn't know what they were doing or how the Lords worked. The crossbenchers, somehow, in a massive twist of irony, have managed to be the ones that have fixed the bills that have been sent through and made sure that, I don't know, in some cases, democracy was upheld. You'll remember, in a big twist of irony, I'll be here, I'm not just going to stand here and lie, they were the ones who originally put forward the bill to dissolve Parliament last term when everyone was going, when everyone was saying to me, you've delayed the election. They've become incredibly handy. And instead, we're getting a government that's actually going to war with them. And I've heard it privately that the uncompromising nature that we've had from the Secretary of State has been one that mirrors, war justification. If you don't like it, then get out, okay? Mr. Chair, I'll also say this. Sorry, these people keep making me lose my train of thought. Because all I'm seeing is them just chatting over there. In regards to finally them not having accountability, the court of public opinion is always there. And whether it's one poll or not, the idea of a referendum is probably better if they're going to push it forward with their reforms. If they want to do it, firstly, they should go big or go home. Because I know what that man wants, and he's refusing to put it all forward, and then saying to the Lords, you've put forward some disgusting compromise that you're rejecting here. And a referendum would probably solve all of these issues, and we can't just run off singular polls.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Just give it a minute, man. Just give it a minute. Just give it a minute, okay?
The longer the person speaks, the more he lies.
Point of order.
Whoa. He can't just accuse me of lying like that. That's crazy.
I'm just saying what it's in general. That's how it works.
Okay, order. Sit down, all of you bums. And you, Badger. Thank you. Right, I understand that you guys are getting bored of his yap.
Yeah.
In the nicest way possible. I had to deal with this for multiple months. But please, we'll move on after his final question and the Secretary of State's response. If your point was about him taking too long, just please get a grip. Thank you. Roger, you can continue.
Mr. Chair, I had two options. I could either split this up into multiple questions and it would last probably just as long getting up and getting the answer, or I could stuff it all into one. If they don't want to hear it, then that's their problem. I'm here to hold the government to account, and this just sounds like people who don't like hearing the truth. Now, Mr. Chair, my point being, the Lords are held to account by the Court of Public Opinion. They have not strangled government policy, aside from this one bill regarding their direct way of functioning and way of life. And 3, there's the issues that the Secretary of State has tried to raise have been completely disproven. There's no basis for his Lord's reform, so why is he pursuing it?
Secretary of State.
Mr. Speaker, he talked about Court of Public Opinion. We had a public opinion poll on it, and the Court of Public Opinion says it's not fit for purpose. And yet, the Court of Public Opinion, it does. And you know what the poll said? It said it's not fit for purpose. So what's the government trying to do? It's trying to reform it with basic reform. It's only a single poll. It's the only poll on the issue. So we've had a Court of Public Opinion on it. We've had a Court of Public Opinion on it. We've had the poll. We've had the poll. Now we're doing enacting. You want another poll? It's going to have the same result because people in the UK are sick and tired of 23 people.
Get another poll. If it's going to have the same result, get another poll.
No, it's my turn now. You spoke for 3 minutes. It's my turn. You talk about the fact that one of your people was accepting the LSE. Good for you. Well done. I've been in this game long enough. I've been in this game for a year. Lots of them don't get appointed. Lots of them don't. And he is right in saying the political the political peers have a majority on the LSE. That does not mean the system is not broken. That does not mean that it's not a flawed appointment system, which it is. We are not going after that appointment system yet. We are trying to get a basic reform passed, which is getting shot down, which from what I've been told is not going to pass. Even by people who said they will vote for it, they have not voted for it, which is frustrating, and it will make the public more frustrated. And I think when it comes to the public opinion, when people see that these basic bills are not being voted through, it does not help their cause whatsoever. It does not help the Lords being all high and mighty, saying no, everything's fine, everything's fine. We are not saying A bill has been delayed for 11 months. That is not what we're saying. We are simply saying these bills should be Robloxified. That is all we're saying, and we're trying, and and they are not budging. And on his point on his political peer, good for you. We now have 6 political peers versus 23. That and when he says about these criticisms of and their scrutiny is necessary, the chamber of the House of Lords is a secondary advisory amendments chamber. That is what it's always been in the history of the United Kingdom. That is what it is. The problem with it is when you have a hive mind of 23 people, they all have the same opinion. I went to a Lord's session a few days ago. They all spouted the same opinion. They are a political party in all but name. They are a political party in all but name. And so we need more political peers on the benches to balance that out, to have more opinions from different parties to then balance it out. Because we can talk all day about how they have good attention to detail and they have qualities I admire, which they do. They do read through bills that sometimes we don't, and that is a good thing. But it is not a good thing when you have a hive mind of 23 people versus 6 now, because apparently he's got a lord through. And it doesn't work. The system does not work like that. The crossbench peers in the House of Lords in real life are at 22%. It is at 77% in this
This
chamber.
isn't real
That is
life.
not that. It doesn't matter if it's not real life. The principle remains.
You just spoke about Robloxifying. Now you're trying to compare us to real life.
Because there are certain principles that should stay, like government in general in BUK, and then there are certain principles like Roblox. 11 months delay a bill that don't stay. So we have to pick a lane here as the elected chamber. We have to pick a lane where we want to be. The Social Democrats have sided themselves with the 13 votes, with the 23 votes that they want in the next election. We're siding ourselves with the court of public opinion, showing that he keeps raging about of the court of public opinion. This government is getting on with the job. We are going to cook.
Oh, look at the polls. You're falling. You're falling in the polls.
Point of order, pro player.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Chair. The leader of the opposition multiple times in his supposed question has called for us to leave, even though there is no authority for the given role he has to order such a thing. Also, quote, their way of life, which is insulting to each individual from this bench. Also speaking from a sedentary position and interrupting the state secretary while answering his question. I ask for measures to be taken against him.
Yeah, Mog. Go Mog.
Can the guy saying sit down, please, sharp? Well, basically, I'm not going to do anything because he's just suggesting if you don't want to hear him yap, I don't either, but he's just saying, he's saying you should just leave, just temporarily. I will not ask him to withdraw, but we will be moving on to Leader of the House. What's next? I'm not reading the thingy.
Motions.
Motion to enforce.
Motion to enforce pro player. Go.
All right, thank you, Chair. I will read the motion first, really fast. That this House recognizes the usage of motions to enforce. The Leader of the House of Commons may propose a motion to enforce during the sitting, as such to enforce a bill on the order paper, even if that respective bill is not on the order paper for the day. It is a procedure that can be used only once per sitting and only by the Leader of the House of Commons if present. Upon proposed, the first and second readings must begin for the respective enforced legislation. Legislation must respect that it cannot be proposed again if failed. This procedure cannot be used for motions of no confidence, nor during emergency sittings. All right, so just like the Deputy Prime Minister from the NDP said in campaign, we must raise the powers of the chair in order to make the Commons great again. The best way to do that is by proposing motions that do so. If we pass this, we guarantee this government can pass things a lot faster than the governments the opposite side had, and it will help us to deliver what we promised faster. Let's not forget that it will help the legislative process to move faster, and also that the Lords still have an implication in our legislative process, which is not all right for now. Also, this power regarding enforcing on the order paper does not apply for emergency sittings. So motion of no confidence and things that might cause drama, just things to deliver for the public. This motion will allow the government to pass things faster. So I this to raise the power of the chair and the Leader of the House of Commons.
Adam, you're up.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Whilst I admire the idea behind the motion, I think realistically, if there's things as Leader of the House I would like this House to look at and consider, and legislation, I would put it on the order paper. It is, after all, what I do. It is basically the main point of this portfolio. So I don't really think it's needed. Well, again, I do admire the idea behind it of being able to get things done easier. It's just not really needed. I also don't think, from a procedural viewpoint, that putting it in a motion this way is the most effective way to do it, as it should realistically come in a motion that amends the standing order instead of being a separate motion on its own. But that's really all I have to say, so I will not be supporting this motion.
Wadger Badger.
Mr. Chair, the SDP won't be supporting this motion either. At first, I thought, okay, maybe this is something good here, but then I had one final read over it because I like to read over stuff. And, okay, I'm just going to say the obvious. It's a bit poorly written. It's not his fault he's not English, but it doesn't really make sense. Okay? In strict, the way that motions would be written around here, to put it in simple terms, this doesn't really kind of add up. Okay? It's not his fault he's not English, so it's not his first language. He's not going to write everything proper. But that doesn't mean we're going to ignore the fact that a motion hasn't been written very well. Just going to scroll back up to it. Secondly, regarding this, he says that it can be used to make a government more efficient. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, may I remind you, the SDP government, in I believe my 6th ministry, got through around over 10, I believe 13 tops bills throughout our term. We didn't have to add anything to the order paper last second, and we hardly had to jam all 3 readings on until the very end of the term for I believe 1 or 2 bills, because the opposition had failed to scrutinise them properly, and we couldn't dilly-dally. Mr. Chair, governments can still work efficiently without this throwing them on in the middle of sittings. This would actively undermine parties such as ours that would not have access to bills beforehand, imagining if they put one forward that we wouldn't have time to read over and prepare scrutiny on, and they'd be able to put it in the middle of a sitting, imagining that they came in with majority and us without, then that completely undermines the democratic process that this House is supposed to uphold. And in regards to the fact that, yes, it doesn't allow for motion no confidence in emergency sittings, that still can't be ignored, that if a bill, it doesn't stop any sort of bill coming through. Any sort of bill could be put forward at the last second without notice of us, without time to prepare, to scrutinise it, and frankly, it would allow governments to basically sidestep the scrutiny Parliament is supposed to have and be able to uphold. So I will not be voting for this motion.
The question is that we now vote on this motion. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no.
Aye.
The ayes have it. The ayes up. Mega, please get a grip. I just want to see eyes. Thank you. The question is that the shh. Be quiet back there. Oh fucking hell! I'm lagging. Make your game easier. The question is that the motion be heard, or whatever the fuck it is. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. Ooh, this is a tough one. Those have it. Leader of the House, what's next?
Motion by DPM.
Motion by DPM. Little Dragon, please speak.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. This is a simple motion. It's just to allow Greenfish, who's actually standing in the galleries over there, to sit in the Commons while he can't join the game on his main account. I think it's a very simple motion. I don't expect there to be any debate, but if there is, I'd like to.
Hi.
Oh.
Wadger Badger.
Mr. Chair, look, there's 2 very simple options here. Either we follow the rules around all accounts and we do not allow someone to join. It is, okay, may I just hear maybe a peep from the Deputy Prime Minister on why Greenfish can't join? Is he banned or something for a bit?
Oh, his account's under 13 years old, but he's not under 13.
Then that's his fault for doing that. If I believe that it's one's own responsibility to handle one's own account. And in the past, admins, as far as I've been concerned, have not allowed me or my MPs to turn up on all accounts. I've had to miss out on motions of no confidence regarding my own party in previous months because I've been banned for my actions. Say if I called something gay on a game and someone reported me, and I get banned for a day, that's my fault. That's a consequence I have to go with. I can't come to Lego Parliament. If this passes, I'm going to put forward an entire motion altogether saying that if any MP cannot turn up on their main account, then they can turn up on their alt account, because this motion applies strictly to one single MP. So if this passes, this has to go for everyone. If it doesn't, then the rules stay the same. I motion to vote.
Second.
You know, I would like to hear what Pro Player has to say first.
Right, so I'm going to be fast. I think we should let him in. Whatever the leader of the opposition is commenting on it, this individual shall be allowed to represent his constituents if we have the possibility to allow him to say so. So just aye this motion.
Okay, the question is that the motion be agreed to. Those in favour say aye, those against say no. You don't need to specify how many nays you're giving, pal. Hang on, what the NLP's saying?
I think no.
I think the ayes have it here.
Yeah. Do you want to bring down Greenfish?
He's allowed to sit now. Okay,
Bring him
leader of the house,
down.
next.
Bring him
But I
down.
don't have admin. I don't have admin, you idiot.
Okay.
First reading, taxation repeals bill.
First reading, clerk, short title, go.
It's actually long title.
Oh, same thing. Get to reading. Roseman? Yeah. Clerk, long title.
Please tell me I changed belong. Please tell me. Okay, no, I did change it. Good.
Is that it?
No, that's just for short title. He's about to say
Yes,
the long
sir.
one.
How long is the long
Yeah.
one?
It's like a sentence.
Let's see. Can this man stop flying in front of me?
Oh, say yes.
Oh, I've just realized. Oh, okay, I'll just amend that part. That's fine. Never mind.
Wait, what?
I've just realized a mistake I've made, but it's fine. It can be amended really, really quickly.
Is this only first and second reading?
Oh yeah, it's only first and second now, so. I don't know what's taking so long to read the long title. It's like one sentence copy paste, but you know.
Because maybe I should read it.
Oh, only just found it.
What have you done, mate?
How long got reading time?
Like about 10 seconds. To be honest, it does not need to be read. All it does is repeal the only 3 bits of text lectures. Well, I'll get on to the third bit because I've made a little mistake there.
This is the one bill that doesn't need debating. This was literally in everyone's manifesto.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just a little tiny bit I need to say. Because it's my bill.
Okay. The leader
Right,
of the house
call-
second reading when?
Right now.
Leader of the house.
Why don't you call him Mr. Chancellor? Because he's literally the
Yeah,
country.
now comes the chancellor, you know. Anyway, thank
Chancellor.
you very much, Mr. Speaker. Obviously, this doesn't really need that much debate, if any, at all. It's common sense. We don't have anything related to tax in Lego London or Lego BUK because there's just not much or anything to tax, really. I have noticed I have made a slight mistake in the fact that in section 1, subsection 3, I've just put the name of the act that's meant to be repealed. I will obviously submit an amendment to actually say that the act is repealed. I don't know how I managed that, but it doesn't really matter. It can just be easily amended. There's actually nothing else to say. I don't think anyone really needs to debate. It's just common sense. Thank you.
Do you guys want reading time?
oh mate, can we just like move on? I motion to vote right now.
Yeah, right, but you know what? We're just going to vote on it. The
I could probably
question is
read
that
it before we
this-
start voting.
The question is that this bill be read for the second time. Those in favour saying aye. Those against say no.
You know, I'm going to try it. Be enacted by repeals taxation duty supply and appropriation repeals finance taxation duties act.
Yeah, what I'll do for Sunday is I'll put on the amendment to just put to add the words is repealed. Oh, sorry, is hereby repealed, and now just put the third reading
The
afterwards.
ayes have it.
Do they?
Is this
Do they really?
Are
Have to
we
be a
on the
division on that
German
one.
debate?
Most.
The German debate met, please.
The question is,
Oh.
who wants to present this?
My penis.
Probably the
I've got a headache.
probably the Secretary of State of the Home Department.
Okay, you know what? Just get to speaking. Home Secretary. Yeah, my phone's on 10%. Can we hurry up a little bit?
Plug it in.
Well, I can't plug it in because I've got my iPad plugged in, so it can't run this game without power. Because you can't run this game without any power.
Because he doesn't have any power.
A boarding call for Mr. Hayden Muir.
Mr. Chair,
hello,
over
that's
the
me.
past week I have opened applications for commissioners.
Wiggle!
It should be done by Saturday.
Henry Wiggle!
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I'm sure we all know, we are without commissioner at the moment, which also means we are without much of a functional Met. And as the Home Secretary just said, we are looking to, well, we're going to get a new commissioner appointed legally, unlike the SDP, within the coming weeks. Home Secretary has proposed a bill, big beautiful bills we're calling it over here, to basically give the commissioner new powers to pretty much get rid of people who aren't doing anything in the service, effectively draining the swamp, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, whatever your title is. 6-7. I have full confidence in the Home Secretary to appoint a proper commissioner, and let's drain the swamp in Met. Let's drain the swamp.
Okay, I have heard too many motions to adjourn, and I want to go home. No. I will not
You're
vote.
homeless. You've got no home.
Oh, shut up, you gimp.
You want to
just say
fight,
the
mate?
question.
You fat prick.
Yeah.
Please help with the BBC. Oh, the BBC.
Yeah, you know
might be
what?
here.
Say your point. Make it quick. No, you've got to do the Mississippi.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi,
Oh,
3 Mississippi.
Defund the police. That's crazy. Okay, the question is that the House do now adjourn.
Aye.
Oh, it looks like the ayes have it. Home time.